Where you from? Man, I'm from down in the valley.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, Tony with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, built the sling up.
You mean like San Antonio? Nah, man, farther.
Got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA. All the kids
V's up, player.
Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight.
Let's start the show, Wattis.
All right, what's good, DITV fam? Today we have a first-team all-region linebacker, defensive district MVP, a player that really stood out this year, headed to Schreiner College to continue his college journey. Welcome, Jacob Villa from Weslaco High School. How you doing, Jacob?
Doing great. Nice to be here and get to share a little bit about myself.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited, and we talked a little bit before, but I wanted to make sure I say congratulations again, right? I know it's so hard for you and your family, and all your work has paid off, and just want to tell you this is just the beginning, right? A lot more sports and a lot more lives to live, but definitely want to celebrate you and say congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Means a lot.
Absolutely. So we're going to do what we call start, bench, or cut. Right, so have a little fun. I want to see kind of what you like and what you don't like. And you're a linebacker, right? So I got to talk about linebackers. The first one I'm going to mention is Fred Warner, big-time linebacker. Second one, Raekwon Smith. Or Roquan? I think it's Roquan, all right?
Yeah, Roquan.
It's Roquan. And the third one, I just have other. I want to see if there's another one that you really like. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you going to bench? And which one are you going to cut?
Okay. And those are two good, strong linebackers. But if I had to start one, definitely have to be Fred Warner. I just love his game very much, and I kind of feel like I would kind of replicate my game after him. Being good in coverage and being able to track the ball and tackle it and read the defense pretty well. And Roquan Smith, he's a good one. But if I had to bench one, another one that I'd really like was he doesn't play no more, but Luke Kuechly was a good one.
Yeah, he was good. Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir. He's very good, and a lot of time in the film room you can see he looked at and just knew the game very well, and that's another guy I really looked up to. So it's cool to go back and see his old film and how he looked at the game and stuff like that. So I definitely bench Luke Kuechly and then cut Roquan, but no disrespect to him, but
no, not at all. Yeah, I saw recently a kind of a behind the scenes with Luke Kuechly, and it talked about him calling the plays before it happened and how he spent a lot of time in the study book. One cool nugget, just so you know, is Fred Warner. His uncle played with my brother in high school.
Dang.
So they're from Oceanside, California, which is where I'm from. So my dad was a football coach and was able to coach Chris Warner, which was a 6'3" receiver. His uncle was big.
Dang.
And he was a baller. He was a really good receiver. So Fred Warner is from the area I grew up with, but those are all great options, and you can't miss with all three of those. So that's pretty good options. The next one I want to do is food related, right? Obviously, I love food. Tacos, barbecue, or Italian. Which one are you gonna start? Which one are you gonna bench? Which one are you gonna cut?
Oh, those are all good choices. Definitely would have to say start barbecue. It's a very great tradition. Down here, a lot of people. It's a very known thing with barbecuing and trying new stuff like that. So definitely has to be my starting choice. Then bench, definitely have to do tacos. I mean, you can't go wrong with those. Those are very good and delicious. And Italian, well, yeah, I got to cut that one. It's
Gotta cut it.
Yeah.
So I always like to ask, you're from Weslaco, so what's the best taco spot and what's the best barbecue spot in Weslaco?
Okay, best taco spot. Me and my family usually go to. It's called Taqueria Jalisco's in downtown Weslaco. It's very good. Very nice family-friendly little spot to go to, and service is great and food is really good. Barbecue spot for here in the valley. One of the main ones we go to is Reina's. It's still a pretty good little spot, and there's definitely better options in the 956, but in Weslaco, that's a very good little known spot to go to.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't tried that one. They have Rudy's down here, and it's okay. I mean, not hating on Rudy's, but I haven't tried Reina's. I'm gonna have to put that on my list to go check it out because I think you're the second or third person that said that. So definitely on my list. Well, we talked a little bit about Weslaco and how special that is, and you said you had grown up there. What was it like growing up there, and how were you as a player, as a youngster?
Yes, growing up in the valley, Weslaco is a very nice community. You could tell, they rally behind you, and especially, the Panthers always just coming out, showing their support. And, me as a young athlete, trying to, improve each day and to get better at what I do. It was definitely nice to know that I had support from not only my parents, but from other people around in the community, just never giving up on me or wanting me to do the best I can be. And, I take very much pride in my work and the work ethic I show out there on the football fields.
Now, did you start off as a star player, or did you have to kind of work your way up? How were you when you were younger?
So starting when I was younger, I was a star player on my team. I wouldn't say I was the, always wanted to be the showboating type. I wanted to be let my work ethic show and my skills and my talent. I just took each day by day, trying to improve my knowledge of the game, how I see it, and how I just show people that, you can be a star player without being the flashiest and stuff like that.
Now, Weslaco's played in some pretty good games, right? You've had some big moments in Weslaco. What's your favorite moment from your Weslaco career?
Favorite moment definitely has to be when we played Edinburgh Bobcats this past year. I got my pick six in that game.
Oh, nice.
Definitely a very fun and cool experience to be able to do that in front of my home crowd and my family members, and it was definitely a unforgettable moment I will never forget.
Yeah, we talk a lot to players about the 956 and kind of what's involved with playing for the 956. What do you take from your career playing in the Valley that you're going to take along to you at Schreiner College?
Definitely going to take, the Valley has taught me so much, how to become a family and rally behind your family and friends, and definitely being a part of the Weslaco Brotherhood. It's definitely shown me to always trust in your teammates and never give up when it gets hard, and just always coming each day with the positive mindset, ready to work and better yourself, not only mentally but physically too. And it's definitely what I'm going to take over there, and hopefully be able to support them and show them what I can do.
Now, do you plan on moving back to the Valley, or are you going to see if you can stay away? What's your plans when it comes to that?
I'm definitely thinking about, venturing off a little bit, and maybe when the time's right, come back. But for the most part, definitely going to see my options with venturing out.
Good for you. Have you ever lived anywhere else, or you've always been in the Valley?
Always been in the Valley.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend it. I think it's always good to be able to go see what's out there and see what's the difference is. I grew up in California, so I know the biggest difference, and I know what's not and what is. So I always recommend it. Some people say don't leave, but some people come back. But to me, I think if you're able to leave and represent us as the people out somewhere else, it only is going to help us, right? Because you're going to be able to really feel good about your hometown. And that to me is a big deal. I want to talk a little bit about your family and your journey. So who's had the biggest influence on your journey as a football player?
Definitely the biggest influence has to be my dad. He's always been there for me. Late nights, early mornings, always pushing me to be the best version I can be. And, even if it had to be with him waking me up early, doing some trainings at the park, or getting me the right trainers to help me improve my skills and my knowledge of the game. And, he's definitely been a big factor for me, and I appreciate everything he's done.
Now, do you have a big family, lots of siblings, uncles and aunts, or are you guys a small family?
I have 3 other siblings, two, older brother, older sister, and a younger sister. And, I definitely do have a pretty big family, when it comes to my mom and dad's side. They've definitely been a great support system for me and always believing in me and, either them taking me to practices or showing their support and the love behind me. It's really been a true blessing to have them in my corner and never always having them to believe in me. So.
When you were younger, I know Weslaco has a good history of good football. Was there anybody you looked up to when you were in middle school that you wanted to be like that still is kind of special to this day?
Andy Sepulveda, he was his dad was a really close friend with my dad, so I got to learn a little bit of football through his eyes, and he helped me a lot, and being able to be a part of the culture that they brought in was very cool to see and experience.
As a linebacker, you most of the time the linebackers are the leaders of the team,
Yes, sir.
right? So I know there's a lot of pressure to that, and we talk about pressure a lot. What do you lean on as far as who you are when there's pressure, and how are you able to overcome that?
Yes, sir. Pressure, it definitely does take its toll on us as out there, trying to make sure we stay focused and prepared. But I definitely do a great job at doing that because I rely on my teammates, my brothers, and us just communicating back and forth. So we're always on the same page, and definitely looking over film helps a lot. I mean, once you know what your other team is going to do, I mean, you're basically set, and you don't have to worry about all the added pressure that comes with it because you're ready and you know what's asked of you and you're going to do out there. So it's definitely a big factor for me.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you're going to Schreiner. What made Schreiner the right fit for you and your family?
Just the community. I mean, the community, the coaching staff, and it's definitely you could tell it's like its own little valley. It's a small town.
Okay.
The people support the new change that finally bringing back football. You could tell that they're excited and ready to support us through the whole our journey of the season, and it's just one big family, and it's definitely feels like home, and it was a great choice for me, and I feel that it was the right fit for me and my family.
Is there something that you're going to be working on this summer to get you prepared for college, and what is it?
Yes, sir. Definitely, trying to still hit the weight room to get stronger, and do trainings to still improve and in my footwork, my angles, and just watching film from previous games I've played, or trying to better my techniques and what I can see differently, and just better overall upgrade my skill sets in any way I can.
Are they telling you got to gain some weight, and what's the weight goal for you?
No, they didn't really tell me that I had to gain any weight, but I just feel like it would be good to put on some more pounds of muscle, hopefully reach right now I'm 175, so I'm trying to reach that 190 of added muscle, and just get bigger and stronger and faster, so there's going to be some tough teams we'll play, and I gotta be willing to be able to take those hits and those bumps and bruises.
Are you going to stay at linebacker, or are they talking about maybe moving to safety? What's the plan?
Right now the plan is they're going to put me at safety. They're thinking
Okay.
either strong safety or weak safety, but for the most part they're going to move me to safety.
That's a nice transition, right? If you played linebacker, you used to go in sideline to sideline, and safety, a lot of times it's the same type of deal. So I think that's something you can do. Well, we're going to close out with a little bit of rapid fire. Try to get some short answers from you. So the first one, hitting somebody or getting an interception?
Ooh, definitely got to be getting the interception. It's always fun.
Yeah. That must be pretty cool to have a pick six, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely exciting.
Did you play any, I think you played a little tight end, right? You didn't play running back or anything?
Well, for the most part, I played a little bit of every position, but for the main part, my main spots were tight end, linebacker, and safety.
Okay. Whataburger or Chick-fil-A?
Ooh, definitely have to go with some good old Whataburger. Can't go wrong with
Yes, sir. Double or triple? What do you go with?
Ooh, gotta go with the double.
Double. I need to go with the double, but I like the triple because then I can eat some later. So it's basically 2 meals in one.
Yeah.
What's your favorite football movie?
Ooh, definitely has to be Remember the Titans.
Oh, it's a good one.
That's my dad. I remember the first time my dad showed me, and and I just fell in love with it, and it's a great movie to watch.
Yeah, there's so many good moments in that movie. I think the one where they make they do the long run, and they
Yeah.
go into the forest. That's a cool part. And then that one speech where the defensive coordinator, the old head coach, talks to the defense. He's like, "I want you to hit them, and make sure they remember the Titans." So yeah, that's a really good movie. Who was your favorite athlete growing up?
Favorite athlete definitely had to be Rob Gronkowski. When I played the tight end, I loved
Ron.
his game.
Yeah,
Loved his game, and everything about him was just like so interesting to watch, and definitely wanted to replicate his game when I was on the offensive side of the ball. But for sure, when defensive linebacker, I definitely liked watching has to be Fred Warner. I mean, he's
yeah.
a great athlete, and it's always great to see him out there and do his thing.
Now I don't want to get Schreiner mad at you, right? But I wanted to ask, what was your favorite college team growing up?
Favorite college team definitely had to be. It's a good question. Definitely didn't watch too much college, but if I did, it had to be. I liked Oregon a lot. Oregon was a good team.
Yeah.
Their jersey colorways is very cool.
Yeah, I was a fan with the Chip Kelly era when he was really killing people in the Pac-12 way back. Actually, I think it was a Pac-10 back then. So, and I'm a UCLA fan, so I know Oregon pretty well. So we haven't been too good, but I'm excited about our new coach,
Yeah.
Chesney. Chesney's going to take us to the promised land. I wanted to, Weslaco, what teammate should people know about, and who's going to be the next Weslaco Panther on the big stage?
Definitely on the defensive side, I'm looking forward to you guys to watch out for is Seth Moya. He's we call him the Dagger. Gave him a little nickname, but he's definitely
The Dagger.
Yes, sir. He's definitely a great athlete to watch out for. Play safety, and he's did very great things last year for us and helped us out in big ways. And can't wait to see him do great again this senior year.
Do you know if he has any offers yet, or is he still working through that?
I think he's still working through that. I know he
Okay.
practiced some through track. He's a big track guy too. So.
Oh, I'm a track guy, so Seth, if you want to come on, after we're done interviewing all the seniors, I want to interview some of the up and coming athletes in the 956. So if you're listening, which I hope you are, we'll definitely have you on. What's one word to describe Weslaco football?
Just our motto is brotherhood. That's one big key word to describe Weslaco football, and it's never giving up, and we just have a great winning culture, and it's been a blessing to play all my 4 years with them.
Well, thank you, Jacob. Like I said earlier, we're proud of you. We look forward to you representing the 956 and really, putting us out there to where, you have a support system in the Valley that's being positive, and we want to celebrate that and say how proud we are of you, and definitely want to stay in touch. And I got to find out how I can watch some Schreiner games, because now I have you and Joseph on the team, right? So I'm going to have to subscribe to some package where I can get those Schreiner games to look at you do it. So I wanted to say thank you one more time, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that. All right, DITV, another great 956 kid going to the next level that we want to celebrate, and we're going to continue to do that, and we look forward to doing it next time. So thank you guys for joining. Like and subscribe, and we'll get at you on the next one.
Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.